Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You already know, if you like this content, definitely subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and if you have any questions, definitely drop it in the comment box. Be more than happy to answer. I wanted to make this video because I've been getting a lot of comments on my TikTok channel, and so I wanted to address that. If you don't follow me on TikTok, you definitely can. I will link my social media in my description of this video, so definitely check me out there. But I've been getting a lot of comments of people being confused of, how I cash stuff and like how I get the denominations and all that good stuff. And when I started this channel in my first video, you're going to hear me say that I'm going to make a separate video based off of my breakdowns, my income, and like even just any goals that I have. And so today, that's what this video is going to be about. Let's go ahead and get started with my 2022 financial goals. So I do have 5 financial goals I want to meet this year. So I do want to hit 5,000 in savings. I also want to hit 1,000 in emergency funds, 500 in health, 2,000 in wedding, and 1,000 in travel. Now, the first 3 is definitely something that I want to accomplish this year. These are like the most important, these 3. The wedding and the travel, that is subject to change depending on like what's happening within the year. So it's something that I can always revise, but I wanted to point that out. But for sure, these 3 are what I'm wanting to hit. So crossing fingers, hopefully I'm able to accomplish that this year. Wish me luck. Let's see how our finances go. But just wanted to kind of go over this and be transparent with you guys on what I want to achieve this year as far as finances go and budgeting. But that is one thing I wanted to go over. This is a calendar that I created for myself. As you can see, Thursday seems to be the one that is in highlight of green. I get paid every Thursday. Weekly. I get paid on a weekly basis. And so that's why Thursday's just highlighted. As you see here, I starred March, June, September, and December just because I am going to have an additional paycheck within these months. So I'm super excited about that. Get to put more in savings, sinking funds, get to build it back up. And so I just wanted to mark that. That way I know that I will be expecting an additional paycheck, which I did not set a budget for. So we will see more to come when we get to these months here. But wanted to share that with you guys. I get paid on a weekly basis because I know some of you guys had some questions on that. And then right here, I do have a sort of overview of what my expenses are. So at the very top left corner, you're going to see that I have my income. I have the income projected and actual. So I project this is how much I'm going to get paid for those paychecks, but then I actually go ahead and input the actual amount that was deposited into my account. So as you can see, right, I projected 700. I had 941 for my first paycheck, so I had a 241 overage from what I projected. Paycheck 2 was $1,625. I actually got paid $1,787, so I was $162 over, as well as third paycheck, which is $700. I actually got paid $915, so it was $215 over. And so that's kind of how I break everything down. This is what my estimated income monthly is going to be. $4,685. But based off of what I'm writing, right, that's probably not going to be accurate. It's definitely going to increase. But wanted to show you guys that I do have a section for my fixed expenses. So that is going to be rent, utilities, phone, subscriptions, parents' bill, car insurance, car payment, and loans. So you can pretty much see, right, based off of this fixed expenses, that's what I have in this first binder here. Whenever I do cash stuffing, pretty much have it in order for you guys to see. Let's see, phone bill, loans, yeah, pretty much. I mean, the only thing I added to this was just bank, and that's because I do make deposits into the bank. I do want to clarify a couple questions I had in the comments where they were asking, like, do I just, like, withdraw money from my bank account and put it back in? So yes, I do that. Basically what happens is I go ahead and prepare for next month. So this is going to be February's rent. So rent, utilities, phone bill, subscriptions, these are going to be for next month, so February. Now, pet insurance, I just added this binder, so that's why I was a little bit confused. But pet insurance, As you guys know, I got a new dog, so pet insurance was just added, but parents' bill, car insurance, car payment, loans, these specific categories I pay this current month. And so I will break this down in the next paper that I'm going to show you guys, but this is going to be towards this month because these bills need to be auto drafted. And so I actually stuff my 2 paychecks for these specific categories, and then once I have the amount, I put it back in the bank. I'm always going to make a trip to the bank anyways, just because I am doing this cash stuffing. So regardless, doesn't bother me. This is how I work. This is how I manage my cash stuffing and my funds. But I just wanted to clarify that, so you guys have a better understanding as to why I do certain things. So you see that my rent is $600. The reason being is because I do split rent. So this is my half, as well as utilities. Phone, I had a few questions on that as well. I do pay for me, my fiance, my brother. We're all on the same plan, and then I also pay my parents' bill as well. And so that's why you see a $205 phone bill. Seems a little bit crazy, but not so much when you consider how many people I'm paying for. Subscriptions, I include this with my YouTube. I have no ads on my YouTube. My partner watches Crunchyroll, so he has his subscription there, as well as a gym, and then like Apple. I have Apple like storage, and so that is also included in subscriptions. Parents' bill, I do pay for my parents' life insurance, and so I do budget for that. Car insurance, I don't pay in a lump sum. I do pay monthly, and then car payment, I did get a 2020 Toyota Camry, and so it was pretty expensive, but I definitely wanted a Camry, and that's something that I was working towards, so totally fine. I'm not super happy about the $452 payment, but it is what it is. $238, that is loans that I have, and so that's why you do see a high amount there. But total, as far as fixed expenses go, because these do not change, these are all going to be the same every single month. So that rounds up to $1,919. That, of course, like I said, in that first binder that you always see me stuffing. If you hear a little bit of squeaky noise in the back, please disregard. That is Smoke. He is playing with one of his toys. But yeah, let me first just take that away because it's distracting. 1 second. All right, guys. My partner took away his squeaky toys because it was very distracting. So I do want to follow up with the variable expenses. So this is what I plan for the month. So food gets $200. I do pay half for groceries, so that is my half. Miscellaneous food, for those who don't understand, this is just more for like anything that I personally need, in case I need to buy like extra ingredients or whatever it may be. That is specifically for me. Eat out, of course, going out, whatever. Gas is $180. I do pay for me and my partner's gas. And then as far as hygiene goes, with these variable expenses, I just want to, just cut in a little bit. This is just what I plan. Of course, it's subject to change depending on like what's happening. If we have groceries, I'm probably not going to do 200, right? If I did hygiene and I already stocked up, I'm not going to do 100. So this is just what I plan. I just wanted to get a projected of what I'm expected to spend as far as variable expenses go. Beauty, do 65 just because I like to get my nails done, and so that is what I budget for, as well as getting my eyebrows done as well. I do have fun, and this is just majority for like if I go out with my sisters or my family, I want to budget specifically for that. Babe also gets a budget, as well as I do. We get 100 each. My partner likes to go to the vending machine, so he pretty much uses his budget for the vending machine when he's at work. Dates, we try to go on dates, right? Sometimes we get so crazy busy, but at the end of the day, we still got to make sure we take care of each other and ourselves and our love, and so always making sure to go on dates when we can. Shopping for this month, this is for January 22, not doing anything for that. We did a lot of shopping last month in December for Christmas. So definitely not wanting to put anything there. Birthday is going to get 40, and I typically just try to put that in every month, just because I don't know whose birthday is going to come up next. I'm honestly horrible at remembering birthdays, so I just try to plan ahead. Oops is just in case I have anything else I need to do, like example, maybe I need to buy something for my partner or me, whatever may come up within the month. I want to make sure I budget specifically for those unexpected transactions I'm going to make, so I try to do at least 200 each month. And of course, right, if I end up not using it, great. Get to just leave it in there for the next month, and then just put the extra amount of money that I have in my sinking funds, which we kind of go down here too. But as far as like variable expenses, it rounds up to $1,485 estimated. At the end of the month, I will actually put the actual amount and then, of course, update it. Now, as far as sinking funds go, I don't have anything in here aside from emergency funds and savings. The goal is to put at least $250 into emergency funds each month, and then savings $800. That's the goal. And then everything else is just subject to change depending on what I have left over. So I don't have anything there. And then end of the month calculation. So this is pretty much just everything right here that's highlighted in green, just put to the side, which will ultimately, equal to that $46.85 monthly income. So hopefully that clears a few things up for you guys as far as my breakdown and like what my expenses are. I know that's what you guys are all curious about. So that is for that. And of course, I'll change this each month. And I'll print it out and get a February one. But yeah, that's that. Now let's go ahead and jump into the star of the show, the January paycheck breakdown. So a lot of you have been asking, like, how do I break it down? What do I do? So pretty much I've commented on a few of your comments saying that I get paid weekly. And so what I do is I take my estimated income for the month, I divide it by 4, and that's how I get my denominations for my fixed expenses, variable expenses, and as well as sinking funds. So that's how I'm able to actually budget for them. It's just dividing it by 4. And then if I have extra funds, as you guys saw in the second page that I showed you, right, I've been getting more than projected, more than planned. So I've just been adding that to like the sinking funds, which you can kind of see here. I've actually crossed out what I originally put in and updated the numbers. I actually increased some of them. So that's where that goes. And I'm human, right? Sometimes I forget to budget for certain things, and so things are subject to change at that point. But right here, you'll see that PC1 just means paycheck 1, paycheck 2, paycheck 3, paycheck 4, and end of month balance, which is this numbers that are bolded. If you do see red, it just means I'm not going to stuff that particular envelope. So as you can see, like paycheck 1, right, I'm more so stuffing like subscriptions, parents' bill, car insurance, car payment, and loans. And then you can kind of see right here, same thing, right, for parents' bill. I've also stuffed that, and then I blocked out paycheck 3 and 4, just because I have to make a bank deposit for between the 15th and the 19th for auto pay. And so I actually don't stuff these particular categories on my 3rd and 4th paycheck because I do need to make sure that gets all in. And honestly, guys, my budget, this how I do things work for me. I know everyone's different. People prefer to just auto draft from their account without having to stuff anything. Totally fine, to each their own. This is just how I budget and save. This is how I keep track and make sure I hold myself accountable for everything that I've been spending as well as what I'm saving. For me, I in the past, I would just throw everything in savings and not really like have a category for them. And so this is what I'm pretty much doing for my sinking funds, is having a category specifically for those amounts. Sinking funds are basically savings, right? But then I categorize it. So health, car maintenance, parents, it just helps me be able to be more organized. And that's just how I prefer to do things. You don't have to do it this way. I just wanted to share the method to my madness. If it works for you, great. I'm happy to be able to share my experiences. If it doesn't, no worries. We're all different in our own ways. The way we handle our finances are different. Totally fine with that. But just wanted to clear that up. Variable expenses, same thing, right? Whatever I had in the overview, you'll kind of see me break it down for paycheck 1 to 4. And then, some I've also added. The first paycheck I wasn't going to add anything to Oops, but I did add $241. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I do go to the bank. I do get direct deposit, and when I go to the bank, I have something printed out similar to this here. Don't judge me for my cutting. Definitely not a perfectionist as far as cutting things and making it even. But anywho, you kind of see here, right? The bills, quantity, total, and the amount that I'm withdrawing, which was just the previous cash stuffing that we did. And you can see this is my bank, American First Credit Union. But yeah, I withdraw them, put in the envelope. When it comes for, deposit, or when it comes for that amount to be withdrawn, I put it back in the bank. this is pretty much an overview of how I do my budgeting. You guys also had questions as far as like my binder goes, like where did I get it, where did I get my envelopes, and how did I like customize it to have health and all that good stuff. I do want to let you guys know that majority of the things that I have in the video I've gotten from Amazon. I will actually link everything in the description below, so you guys can go ahead and buy that if you want. More than happy to share where I got it. The binders and like the actual envelopes were like less than $10 each. As far as the calculator goes, I believe it's $9.50. Cash tray, this is actually a sunglasses tray, but you know, I use it for my cash tray. This was, I believe, $22. I'm not 100% sure. But I will link everything down below. So if you guys want to get what I'm getting, feel free by all means. I'd love to help you guys out there. I do want to let you know one thing though, as far as like the wordings on the envelopes, I actually got these adhesive glitter stickers from Walmart. So I will link that below too. I believe these were like $7 each. And they had like, there was like a repetitive amount of letters, like 5 A's and 7 B's or something like that. I got like 4 because I made a lot of envelopes. But yeah, I'm going to link that down below. I hope this answered majority of your questions. But that's what I have for this video. Again, if you like this content, definitely subscribe. I will see you guys in my next cash stuffing for paycheck number 4. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe, stay happy, stay loved. I will chat with you guys later. Bye.